Hey, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Last week I got a little carried away with just other projects, but today I'm ready for a good one. You guys have been telling me about the Money Games trilogy now since I first reacted to Ren in High Ren. So I'm really excited to get into this. A lot of you mentioned I should just do them separately. So we're going to do the first part today. Not going to waste too much time. Really want to dive into this one, break it down. I'm not sure if I should be expecting more rap, more singing, a combination of both, but I have a feeling there's going to be some good lyrics. Thank you guys again for all the support. Thank you guys again for clicking on the video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our future videos. So, let's get into it. This is Money Game by Ren.
It's a strange time we're living in. War can put fear in. Hierarchy parties, they make us feel inferior. Greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lies a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money.
Okay. So, very interesting visuals. What he's saying, it's very similar to themes that we've kind of touched on before. He's talking about the systems that we live in, you know? The systems, the hierarchies, the political parties that are at play, not just, in the UK or in Europe or in America, but in the world, and the interplay that exists between those choices that are made and our lives. I want to go back a little bit.
Inferior, greed runs through parliament interiors. Devils walk among us, they fit the criteria. Eerie theory, strife, fearing, weary-minded men when we're clearly living in dictatorships. Nearly blinded by illusions to choose who's fooling who. A ball chained to your shoes on pain. It's a crying shame. The pursuit of our own wealth lies a flame that makes greed a game that lets this whole war burn. As the world turns, the whole world burns. But money was invented for trade, but now those bits of paper twist hearts, make slaves, turns a saint into a sinner, a child into a killer. His finger on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way.
Oh man, I like that.
Those who rise through distorted lies, poison in the veins, but we like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this old money game. Stop.
Wow, so much. I'm gonna go back and touch on that.
Dear Mr. President, it's evident that everyone's a resident of fear when they support these ideas to keep us separate, when they make us believe that everybody is coming to terrorize you in the streets. They say badly through gritted teeth, that's my right to hate, that's freedom of speech. But when did freedom become a reason to hate? A way to justify a racist slur or insult we make? There's an irony in freedom, cause us in the West, we have pillaged and plundered the murder like savages, colonized all of the rest. That's called hypocrisy. Preach a certain value that you never keep yourselves. Your country was in flames, you denigrate yourselves in a second. Still you spit your venom, demonizing immigrants when really you're the immigrant, cause all of us are immigrants or descended from immigrants. Irony is imminent. I'll shed the light on immigrants. America was colonized by Britain. Britain, it was colonized by Rome. and also colonised by the Saxons. They were German, by the way. You know how people throw shade upon the Germans because of history's pain, and yet we make the same mistakes all again. Demonise a whole people, Jewish or Muslim, the same and the same. Old situations play on repeat. The same old TV shows repeat. Yeah, we worship the bleak. Our opinions are our own and we follow like sheep. There's no left, there's no right. In the middle we sleep.
Hey, had to jump in here real quick while I was editing this. Like I said, this is really dense, so I am thinking of a lot more while editing this. And it's crazy how relevant this still is today. Even more so today. So, just wanted to jump in and kind of acknowledge the idea of stoking those flames of hate to immigrants and specifically Muslim and Jewish people. We all live on this earth, man. You know, can we just please live? I don't feel like that's asking a lot.
Rain, 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 rain. A storm it comes our way, and those who rise through distorted lies.
My God, so much to touch on there. And you know what? I'm going to end up going back, breaking some of this down because there's so much. But stemming off from what we were saying earlier about the systems that are at play and how he kind of says that we're part of those games. We feed into it. And we can't just blame those systems. We have to not blame, but we have to look at our own actions that feed into that system as well. And a lot of us fall into that trap of just trying to live our lives, and we unknowingly feed into the system just trying to survive, and that's what they want. That is the game. They want you to be so stressed and distracted that you don't pay attention to what they're doing, you know? And I know I've mentioned that before, but that is it. That is it, you know? And when it comes to the song, I love just the guitar and him, like, that's a theme with him, obviously, but I love it. And the performance is very theatrical, again, cinema. There's so much to go through. Let's just get through this and then we'll go back.
Isn't in the veins, but we'd like to point the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame, but point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game.
Holy shit. That's crazy. There's the mic and everything. Is this supposed to be like that protest? Wow. That was Ren Money Games. What an interesting concept or approach to the idea of all of us being a part of a game. And there's so much media out there that kind of puts life in that perspective, in that lens of it being a game or a puzzle or something to figure out. And a lot of the things that he talked about, the for-profit greed, the idea of how money has changed and what it's used for and what it does. It was this invention that was made for trade, like he said, and has been manipulated and used into this tool of control and using that control for more money, more power. Like, it's synonymous. Money equals power. And that's the system that we've been in. And that's what it's evolved into, or devolved into. And maybe you guys can help me out when he talks about those who can see through the lies. They're the ones that play the blame game. And so there's the money game and then the blame game, which is hilarious to think about. But then what? And touching on the second part of the song, the immigration and all the hate that is just coalescing around the idea of others. And, I'm in America. I don't know if Ren is, and this is already a few years back, I believe, so, but I don't know if Ren is speaking about his local shit or what's happening across the world. But I imagine that's the case. And it's true. There's flames of hate being stoked in the name of freedom and safety and security. And we're demonizing the wrong people. I mean, how many times are we going to fall for the same shit? We all bleed. We're all human. And it's true what he says. If your country, if your home was on fire, would you not seek shelter? You would do the same thing. And so this empathy that, at least here in America, that we seem to have had in the past is just gone. And, I get into these conversations all the time. And it's like, you're falling for what they're saying. You're falling for the fear-mongering, the scapegoat. Rambling again. There's just a lot of thoughts and pieces to this whole thing, and it seems almost impossible to keep it together. Very thoughtful, very introspective. This is a good start to the trilogy. What I'm thinking is we'll revisit this one on the next video. I'm going to break this one down in preparation for the next one, part 2. And we'll revisit this one again. There's just so much to talk about. And I'm curious to see what you guys mentioned in the comments. Let me know what I should focus on, what I should... Maybe something I missed in this one, because it's very dense. It's very dense. But I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to watch other reactors break it down. Just a lot of thoughts and feelings right now on kind of what he touched on. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. I highly appreciate it. It really helps me out. Thank you so much for all the support. Let me know in the comments what I need to know going into the part 2 of this. I know you guys mentioned to react to the lyric video, which I will, but let me know. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I just wanted to get this out there, get it started. Things have been a little crazy on my end, but I appreciate you stopping by. Everyone, please stay safe, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.